Is Manny Pacquiao finished as a top-level fighter following his loss to Jeff Horn? Controversial, yes. A lot of people believe he was robbed, but he certainly didn't dispatch of Jeff Horn with the ease that most people expected. At a bare minimum, we can all agree on that. He was expected to get rid of this guy. He was expected to not have any kind of real problem with him, but he did have problems with him. Even if you felt like Pacquiao won, that was not an easy fight for Pacquiao. As far as I'm aware, and I often say this in many of my videos, correct me if I'm wrong here. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I'm aware, Manny Pacquiao has a rematch clause for the fight with Jeff Horn. An immediate rematch clause. He had an immediate rematch clause in the contract, which I believe he's actually exercising. He's going to trigger that rematch clause. Again, as far as I'm aware, correct me if I'm wrong. That means he gets a second crack at that WBO welterweight title. He can get to win it back from Horn. If he wins it back, then he's right back in the welterweight picture again. Is he finished in terms of will he ever get a high-level win against one of the top welterweights out there? He may be finished in that sense, but is he finished in terms of will he get the opportunity to be in a big fight again? If he beats Horn in the rematch, if the rematch takes place, then no, Pacquiao's not finished because he still has a WBO belt, or he still would have the WBO belt if he beat Horn in the rematch, and that would make him a viable opponent for any of the top welterweights because they want to unify. So we'll see what happens. As far as Pacquiao being a top-level fighter, beating top-level guys, I've been saying that Pacquiao's career is over for years. Years, people. Go back and look at my Manny Pacquiao videos. I've been saying this guy's just not the same anymore. That I would pick many of the top welterweights to beat Manny Pacquiao. I've been saying this for years. The first time I really noticed a noticeable decline in Pacquiao was the Shane Mosley fight. He wasn't the same for me from then, from the Mosley fight. He just wasn't the same guy. There was something missing. Something had happened to him. And it's been steady deterioration since then. He's had a little, a few little anomalies in there where he's looked a bit better in certain fights, but the general trend has been Pacquiao deteriorating ever since the Shane Mosley fight. That's what I've witnessed. So at this stage, I said this before the Horn fight, I'll say it again now. I think there are several welterweights that would beat Pacquiao. So in that sense, I think he probably is finished, but in terms of actually be able to get a big fight, let's see if he can beat Horn again. If he can do that, then yeah, sure, he can get back in the mix and get a fight with one of the other champions, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, so on and so forth. Maybe now is the time for Pacquiao to fight Terence Crawford, or maybe now's not the time. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Can he beat Jeff Horn in a rematch? Absolutely, he can. The first fight was close enough. He would have learned certain things from the first fight. He would have learned certain things about Jeff Horn. I wonder where the rematch would be. Would it be in the Philippines? Could they organize something like that? I know Manny Pacquiao is obviously a politician in the Philippines. He's also very close to the president in the Philippines. Maybe they could organize it. He fought in Jeff Horn's backyard. He defended his title there. Will he have the rematch in his backyard in the Philippines? Will he have it back in the United States where he's based most of his career? You let me know what you think in the comment section below about all the points I've raised in this video. All right? It's happening. I'm out.